Welcome to RJ Sims. Alrighty, so it's time to feed the cows. Usually my dad's gonna do this, but we need to do the sleeping. Dinner ain't ready, so for him, and then when he wakes up, you can milk the cows and get some work done. Alright, well I took most of that. Away for the day. Go see if Dad's up, and then gonna get him to service some equipment. Alright, well Dad services these vehicles here. He serves the John Deere, the muck spreader, and the slurry spreader. Give him a bit of oil and grease and give him a bit of a service. While he does that, I'm going to go upstairs to the office. I'm going to order some fuel, liquid fertilizer, some herbicide. Set us back a bit, but we need to do it. Alright, so that's all been ordered. That should be here in a couple hours. Just going to go down to the shop now, the actual Keeper's dealership, and show you what he's sorted out for us. Alright, we're just pulling to the shop now. And I'll show you what Cooper has sorted out for us. Go here on the side. Alrighty, so our two options are we can either get the versatile fixed up. That's going to be about 50 to 55 grand to get that fully up and running. Or, he said, he'll exchange us the versatile for this John Deere 8960. This sprayer has got the cameras in it that will turn the sprays on and off automatically when you're doing herbicide. When it sees weeds, it'll turn it on and off. And the crop sensor. What we're actually going to do, we're actually going to get some soil samples, which Cooper does here as well. He's going to do the soil samples for us, and then it'll give us some more indication of how much fertilizer and everything else that needs to go into the land to make it the best crop we can. Yeah, so you can swap this Versatile for this John Deere and these two implements here. Pros and cons. Well, the Versatile's 470 horsepower. It's fairly new. Only got like 50 hours on the clock, I think. Whereas the John Deere here is only 370 horsepower, and it's got 255 hours. That's fairly old. It's been well serviced. They've just done full service on it now, so it's all ready to go. Just going to have a bit of a think about it. Whether and ahhing or not, which way to go. Like, the extra power would come in handy, but if I fix that up, it's going to be 55 grand. Plus, I'm going to have to buy the sprayer, which is about 70 grand new, and the sensor is 18 grand. So I don't know which way to go at the moment. I'm sort of, if I get that fixed up, would be great. Awesome horsepower will come in handy later on down the track. But again, that's like about 140 grand. I just don't know if we're going to have enough budget for that. This rock sensor thing, you can work out it's going to be just over 100 grand for doing the soil samples. So I just don't know if we're going to have enough money. I'll have to think about it. I'll come back to you. Alright, well, as you can see by the load, I decided to go down the John Deere route. The spray didn't quite fit on. So he's going to drop it off after work tonight. We don't need it for a couple of days anyway, so you'll be alright. Yeah, it's a big green machine. Let's take it home. Alrighty, we're just going to go to the computer over here and enter all those costs into my budget so we can keep an eye on everything so we know what to claim on tax and what can be claimed, what can't be claimed on tax, and how much of everything. So the least amount of tax we can pay, the better. Grab the computer here. Alrighty. That's pretty worked out. On here, income, it's one, 2,000 litres, 2,000 litres of fuel. At 2,750. Next expense, liquid fertilizer. That's 5,000 litres. Know exactly how much I'm going to use, so 5,000 to start off with. It costs us $6,600. Other side, I've got 2,000 litres. That cost us $2,640. And this next section here, soil testing. Soil testing cost us $115,675. All I can say is Thank God that is only, we only have to do that once every, say, 3 to 5 years. That would work out kind of expensive. Our budget. So far we've spent 127,000. Yeah. Ouch. Kind of expensive. Alrighty. I think we're gonna go and spread some muck now. Get out of this computer. Alrighty. Dad should be finished servicing all the stuff down here. Just done everything, so gotta keep an eye on the cows while I unspread some muck. Alright, so just spreading some muck in the field. Setting up GPS to work properly. Obviously this field can get harvested, it's all gone to waste. Cornfield. Well, that's it. We all the manure, but we just got one field complete. Not too bad. Next year we'll have a lot more manure, a hell of a lot of slurry. just have to slurry the rest, and then whatever we can get done slurry we can. Let me give this a quick wash down. We'll hook up the slurry spreader and go from there. A lot more slurry in storage, so that's good news. I feel we'll have enough to at least do a couple of fields. Alrighty, I'm just finishing up build 37 now. Slurrying. A little slurry left, so what I'm going to do, we go back to the field that we put manure on, and just see if manure and the slurry, if it makes a big difference. My dad just finished cultivating it. Let's do like a strip of slurry. 1800 litres left. We'll just put a strip on and then see if that makes a difference. I ended up hiring a contractor to slurry field 9 because it's just way too big. There's no way I could do it with that, this small little. Yeah, we'll go have a look. We'll go set up the drone later. Show you field 9. Yeah, he charges, I think he charged me 7,500 for it. But yeah, we'll go over there soon. But yeah, that would literally take me probably a full day, if not longer, with this slurry spreader here. Like I said, we'll just do one strip here and just see if it makes a massive difference. Even though we've already put manure on here and cultivated it in. Might end up be worth then putting manure and slurry on all the field. And get that nitrogen level up. It means after we seed the plant, that's it, there's less lights we gotta put on. What I'll do is I'll just park over here for a sec, pull up a little computer and a little laptop, and we'll see what the nitrogen levels are. You see that strip there that we did. The rest of the field is 60 kilo a hectare or 80 hectare. Slurry on. Up to 120 or 140. Another 40 kilo on there, so a little bit less fertilizer we're going to have to use. It looks like we're going to end up putting manure and slurry on every field if we can, if we've got enough. See how it goes. Alright, we just got the contractor doing the last pass of the field now. A massive setup here. He's rocking, got John Deere 9620R. It's over 600 horsepower, that tractor. And then we've got a Samsung slurry spreader. It's 35,000 litres. I think it's 36 metres wide. And literally, he done this field in a couple of hours. It literally would have taken us all day, if not longer. So it's definitely worth getting a contractor in. It's a bit expensive, but we'll eventually get a setup like this for ourselves. Yeah, every bit of nitrogen that we can get on the land now before we plant means that after we plant or seed, it's less fertilizer we're going to put on the land, which is better for our environmental score and better for the environment. Nitrogen levels there, reasonably good. Not as good as manure down in slurry. Just didn't have enough. Just gonna have to, once we get more cattle, it'll help us out a little bit. Otherwise, we're just gonna put liquid fertilizer on it. We'll send this guy on his way, pay him, and we're done. It's a pretty cool setup. It's what we're going to eventually get, but it'll take a bit of time to be able to afford stuff like this. So we'll just follow him with the drone until he gets back to our shop. As part of the deal is that we have to supply him with the slurry, and we have to refuel these tanks, petrol tanks. Doesn't look like he used too much fuel. Drive in, or told which pump to go to fill it up. We'll just fill it up, so we'll just follow him with the drone. Alright, so we'll just leave him there. I think that'll be it for the day. Probably come back, do some more filming tomorrow, and then later on this afternoon, we'll see how we go. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I think we're going to start to plant some of the fields. That should be fun. Alright, I'll get back to you then.